Well, I'm not sure how interesting this will be, but we're on the road. Christoph and I should introduce Christoph. Say hello, Christoph.
Hi.
Christoph and I are on our way to Ottawa to pick up a Land Rover, and Quebec City to pick up an engine for my daughter's truck, and St. John, New Brunswick to pick up all the parts that came in on the last UK part order for my daughter's truck and my truck, and the Ashcroft transfer case, high ratio transfer case for the 109 V6 project. So this is theoretically a good excuse to make a video about the V6 project. It's been, what, about a month since I've done anything on the V6 project, and I feel bad about that, but I've been really, really busy. In fact, taking off for this trip is a risk. But 3 days, got to run up 3,000 kilometers to Ottawa and back, get a bunch of stuff. It's a midweek trip, which is unusual for me, but it's the best chance I had. We got the car trailer on. We're driving my new Blazer. I can't believe I'm driving a Blazer, but it's actually a good little truck. It's got the same 4.3 V6 in it that I'm putting in my Land Rover.
And we hope we make it to the next gas station.
And I've just noticed we're driving out of Nova Scotia. We're crossing over the Cobequid Pass, which has no gas stations, and I'm on fumes. This thing has a tiny gas tank. We filled it up this morning in Bridgewater 220 some odd kilometers ago, and I'm running out of gas, which is going to be a pain because I really don't want to do that. Anyway, we hit the road this morning in Riverport around 5 o'clock, and we made okay time. Just had an alignment job done on this truck, and it wasn't too good. It doesn't seem to handle very nicely, kind of floaty. But anyway, that's much more information that you're interested in. Hopefully some more entertaining stuff will happen on this trip, and we'll check in. See you later. Well, we're just about an hour past Fredericton. We're burning up gas like crazy. It's unbelievable. I don't know what kind of mileage I'm getting with this thing. But it also has a really small tank. That's really what the problem was. The other thing that was really a problem was that the trailer, the landscaping trailer, and this big ramp here was sticking straight up in the air, and it's about 5 feet tall by the time you add this extra tailgate on the back. And I think that may have had a lot to do with our mileage. Anyway, so I'm going to do a little calculation now, and we'll see if we did a little better. See ya. Bye. Yeah, well, it looks like Christoph's the speed demon. I thought I was getting bad mileage. Well, Christoph, you succeeded in getting 10 miles to the gallon.
But we are saving in time.
But we're saving in time because, oops, sorry about that. Christoph's a bit of a speed demon, 100 and whatever we're going. And even with the wind resistance reduced on the trailer, we're averaging 10.6 miles to the gallon in a 4.3 liter V6 Blazer. The trailer must be, I don't know, it's a windage issue. Obviously speed kills. So I just can't wait till we get a Land Rover on here. Anyway, this is vastly interesting for you, I'm sure, and we won't give you any more clips at all until we have something interesting to say. See ya. Say bye.
Bye.
Well, here we are. We're in Quebec. It's Francois Kirac's place, picking up an engine which he has so graciously arranged to the crowd. Just loaded it up on the trailer here with his son. But most importantly, I'd like those of you who know Francois to appreciate this man in his suit and his tie, tying down the strapping on the trailer here in the middle of the night. So Francois, is this an interesting end to your day?
Oh yes, absolutely great. Perfect.
Well, we'll take him out for a drink and try to fix things up a little bit. Anyway, Christoph and I had a pretty uneventful trip up here. Went really well, pretty smooth. Not the best mileage as we already told you, but we're at the first leg of our trip, and time for something to eat. See you later. I don't know if you can see me. It's late at night, and we're in Quebec City. And we were looking around for a motel that really seemed like a good deal. Hotel 8, Quebec City, $129 a night or something like that. And but the GPS was wrong, because it told us it was here, in the heart of downtown, Old Town Quebec City. But it's not. It's way out in the suburbs, which I figured because there aren't too many $128 hotels in downtown Quebec City. But anyway, as a result, we're going to have a nice drive around Old Quebec, which I've always loved. Reminds me of Old Montreal. Anyway, it's all icy here, so I got to be careful. So we're in the process of trying to find our way back out of Old Town Quebec City, and GPS is not of any use, and I'm telling you, the streets here are, well, they're all over the place. Anyway, we'll check in, see how things go. We don't know where we're staying tonight, but we know where we're drinking. See ya. So here we are trying to work our way back out to the motel we'd already booked. Well, we haven't already booked ourselves into, but I called them and they said, oh, we got lots of room, come on in. Yeah, I guess it was pretty ignorant really to think that we could drive right down into the heart of downtown Old Quebec and pick up a Super 8 with tons of outdoor parking for $120 something a night. But that's what the GPS said, and you know the way technology is today, if the computer says it, it is. But I really started to wonder if this was working when we were driving around the square right in the middle of historic Quebec, and saying to Christoph, it's right here, Christoph. The red pin and the blue dot are right side by side, so it has to be here. Where's the Super 8? And basically there was the Ministère de l'Éducation, and there was the Bibliothèque, and well, there was a lot of big stone historic architecture, so yeah, that was kind of a flub. But we got to have a quick tour through town. Again, Christoph was a champ driving. He's got the trailer on and bopping around through these very, very narrow cobblestone streets. So we're going to go back out to where the motel is because it's a good deal, and just parking for the trailer, and then we'll run back into town and we'll see what we can do. Certainly there's drinking to be done, I know. Whether or not we drive or take a cab is based on, well, how far it is and if we feel like drawing a short straw for a designated driver. You feel like being a designated driver?
No.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's a cab. So our friend, the iPhone, is oops, I did something.
You touched it.
Actually let us down here tonight because it did send us out. Well, it wasn't really the iPhone's fault. It was one of the applications on it. But it was a good drive. Anyway, we'll check in with you later. Okay, so listen, I really didn't think I was going to turn this into a travelogue, but you know, we went back, we checked into the motel, and it was, you know, it's kind of called, well, long way from town, so we thought we'd drive back downtown. And again, I haven't been to Quebec City all that often, but we're driving around, and we saw this great big purple wall. I couldn't figure out what was going on, and so I had to drive up to it. I thought it was like an art installation or something. Well, it's the old grain elevators in the old harbor, in the old port of Quebec. And they have lights on it. The lights are constantly changing. It looks like a waterfall. I mean, I don't know if the video is working for you, but it is. Well, it's really cool is what it is. Anyway, so we were just driving around hoping to find a, you know, a great pub or something like that. And I've been to old Quebec before. I know there's sort of a really dense, concentrated downtown spot at some point. So we're going to try and find it, but I just had to show you this. It's just too cool. See ya. Okay, so I'm psyched. We found an Irish pub. It looks great. I had to back down an alley to get it, but we found just a spot. So Christoph, come to Quebec City, drinking an Irish pub. And about the only people we've seen in town actually going anywhere, going to the Irish pub. Good, we'll check it out. Okay, so private party. There was a lot going on in there, but we realized we couldn't get a drink or anything because it was like an open bar and you just had to walk up and grab something. It was a class reunion. Anyway, we'll find another place. See ya. Okay, we found it. Took a little while, but we found the drinking spot in Quebec City on a Tuesday night. Anyway, great spot. Alexander's Pub here in downtown Quebec City. They've got something like 300 wines, 300 beers here, and this is the beer menu. Everything here is beer. So Christoph, with his fine German heritage, is going to set us up for the evening with half-liter glasses of some nasty German pint. What's it going to be?
Fürstenberg-Dunkel.
And after that?
After that, it will probably be, not probably, it will be a Köstritzer. Will be a Köstritzer.
I'm in for that. All right, Quebec City. See ya. All right. So,
Hey guys,
cheers.
do you notice the difference between these two beers?
They're both the same. That's because Christoph knows how to pour his. But I wouldn't have made it if I'd poured it properly.